Three great reformers who changed the course of human history. Throughout the long course of human history, three major figures emerged, each bringing changes that shook the world. They came from different eras and followed different paths, yet all profoundly altered beliefs, civilizations, and human understanding. 1. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In the midst of an Arab society trapped in the age of ignorance, he emerged as a light that pierced the darkness. Through his sacred message, he elevated the dignity of the Arab people of his time, guiding humanity from idol worship toward pure monotheism. He established justice, dismantled tribalism and slavery, and honored knowledge. From the desert arose a civilized community, one that wrote, reflected, and upheld divine law. Muhammad became a turning point in history, a bearer of revelation who guided humanity toward the light of truth. It is Allah who sent his messenger with guidance and the religion of truth to make it prevail over all religions, even though the polytheists dislike it. Quran, Surah At-Tawbah 9:33. Through Paul of Tarsus, Paul emerged after the time of the apostles, bringing a new interpretation of faith. Through his writings, he shifted the focus from obedience to the Mosaic law, to faith in the death and redemption of Jesus Christ as the basis of salvation. Within this framework, divine law, previously regarded as sacred, binding, and permanently applicable, was no longer placed as an obligation to be observed. The law was understood to have reached its end. Paul wrote explicitly, "We know that a person is not justified by works of the law, but through faith in Jesus Christ." Galatians 2:16. He further stated that the law was temporary. Before faith came, we were held captive under the law, but now that faith has come, we are no longer under a guardian. Galatians 3:23-25. This position reached its clearest expression when Paul wrote, "He has abolished the law with its commandments and ordinances." Ephesians 2:15. In Paul's hands, the direction of divine law changed. What was once understood as a divine command to be obeyed shifted into something no longer considered binding. As a result, the teachings of the prophets, centered on obedience to God's law, were replaced by a new system of belief focused on faith rather than deeds. This was not merely an adjustment, but a fundamental shift, from law believed to originate in revelation, to teachings shaped through human interpretation. Three, Tertullian, or Quintus Septimius Florens Tertullianus. From Carthage in the 2nd century, Tertullian emerged, a theologian who formulated the doctrine of the Trinity, that God is understood as three persons in one essence. He constructed a theology grounded in philosophy and rational formulation, departing from the prophetic teaching of God's absolute oneness. Through his ideas, the concept of God was no longer conveyed as a simple revelation, but as a mystery defined through logic. In his hands, the concept of divine oneness shifted into Trinitarianism. Teachings that had once originated in revelation became a theological system built through human reasoning. This transformation marked the birth of a new direction in theological history, the influence of which continues to be felt to this day. Closing reflection. This raises an important question. Were the changes introduced by Paul and Tertullian absolute truth, or the result of human interpretation that moved away from revelation? Remember, my brother, every change in belief is not a small matter. It is a profound decision that touches the soul and determines the course of one's life. Every human being will return to the Creator to account for what they believed and what they practiced in this world. So pause for a moment and reflect. Is the path we follow today truly rooted in divine revelation, or merely an echo of human interpretation? For in the end, only truth that comes from God can bring salvation, and only sincerity of heart can lead humanity back to Him. Subscribe and share. May we be protected from teachings that cause confusion. Amen.